We're going to get ready with me this morning in the quickest way that we can. I'm going to start off by using Mineralize, the concentrate cream. This is a really good moisturizer. It also makes a really great primer. I'm going to put about 4 drops onto my hand, like that. Then I'm going to take the Cover FX drops. I know a lot of people had some questions about these, so that's why I am going to use these. This is in the shade N40, which I can't remember if this matches my skin right now or not, but we'll figure it out. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on top of my cream. Oh, that was a big squirt. I'm going to put 3 or 4 drops of that on top of my cream. So we have this little kind of concoction going on right there. So I'm going to mix it. There's really not that good of a way to do it. And then I'm going to take a foundation brush. And this is the Morphe MB39. And I'm just going to put it on. And normally I would use a beauty blender, but I wasn't feeling it this morning. Then I'm just going to get it off my hand. I love these Cover FX drops. I think that the coverage is great. I love how you can make your own coverage with them. I know a lot of people have said they found them to be very drying, but that hasn't been the case for me. I have normal to dry skin anyway, so maybe it's just because my skin doesn't normally get oily. I'm not sure, but whatever, it works for me. I'm going to get down my neck just in case. I think that about covers it. Let's see. Okay. Alright. That's that. I'm going to make sure that everything's nice and blended. Now, one thing about the Mineralize is that it is one of those sort of moisturizers or primers that take a minute to set into your skin. So we're going to let that dry for just a second, and we're going to go ahead and move on to something else. We're going to do, we're going to use the pigment. I'm going to show y'all how to use the pigment. This is MAC Rose Pigment. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to put it on a brush. This is the E60 large shader brush. This probably isn't the best brush to use for this, but it's really all I have on hand. I'm going to take some Fix Plus and spray it onto my brush. And then I'm going to get a little bit of the pigment onto, and I'm not even using a primer since I went over my eyes with the foundation. But I'm going to pick up some pigment onto my brush, and then I'm just going to pat that on there. Like I said, this is just supposed to be an easy look, so I'm not going to overdo it, which I tend to do that. Something that I say is going to be easy turns out to be like way glam. We're not going to do that today. Okay. So just a little bit there and fill that in. Okay, time for round 2. Other eye. And I'm just trying to cover my lid. I'm sort of patting it more than like sweeping it. When you sweep it, it's going to take all that pigment off, or it could make it you have fallout. So I'm just trying to sort of pat that on there a little bit like that, make sure they're even. And today I'm not going anywhere. I don't feel like getting totally glammed up, so I'm just going to throw on my Rollerlash, which I don't know, Benefit Rollerlash, favorite mascara, hands down. This stuff does things for my lashes that nothing else could. So I'm just going to put a coat on here. And get the bottom. Don't you love the like mascara faces everyone makes? Where you either have your mouth hanging halfway open like this, or you're, you know, got the big bug eye going. Alright. Okay. And notice how, I know my lighting's really weird, but notice how dewy the Cover FX drops are with the Mineralize. I love that so much. It's one of my favorite things about it, especially for those dewy summer looks where you don't want anything crazy. Okay, I'm going to move on to brows next. Oh no, I lost my brow brush. Here it is. Okay, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills in medium brown with the Sigma Small Angle E65. So I'm going to start off, I'm just going to, oh, I'm out of focus. Okay, I'm going to brush these out. And I'm going to get as close to the camera as it'll let me. Okay, so what I do first, get a little product on your brush, and I'm going to sort of draw out where I want these things to go. So down a little there, and then up. And I try to follow the natural shape of my brows because even though they are not even, I still don't want to overdo it. So then I'm just gonna always fill in towards the bottom, fill the bottom up first, and then work your way towards the top for a more natural fill in. And you just kind of create that arch you want. And a good way to go by is hold your brush towards the inside of your nose. You don't want them to go past there, and you don't want them to go past there. And then this should sort of be the middle. So that's kind of a good way to, okay, now I'm just going to put some little lines to make it look like little hairs. Get the other side. I don't know why I just blew on this brush. Apparently it needed to be blown on. Okay, we're going to draw, and we're going to go up. It's never as easy the second time. We're going to fill that in and go around your natural arch there. And then we're going to work our way up. Just kind of filling in those spots that need to be filled in, and then go in down. Alright, giving myself some little hairs. Okay, see? Just about even. And brows really make your face. So many girls are scared to play with brows. Just play with it, get a feel for it, because it really, really changes the face of your makeup and how it looks. Okay, so now that the Mineralize and the Cover FX drops have had some time to dry, I'm going to go in with just a very, very, very small contour. I'm using the Kat Von D Shade Light. And here's another one of my favorite brushes. This is the Morphe MB30. It's just a contour brush. I'm going to go in, since I already have a little bit of a tan, I'm going to go in with this dark shade here. This one. The darkest one. And I'm going to just give myself a neck. And blow on it, the extra off. Okay, so then I'm just going to try to blend that in underneath my jawline here. And what I love about contouring is like neck, no neck, neck, no neck. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, put it under that jawline, and then down a little bit under, like, let's see, my ear lobe right here. So I'm just going to go down from there. And then just fill in that shadow. Give yourself a little bit of a shadow there. Okay, and now I'm going to do under my chin right here. Which I'm just doing a little line. Ooh, I'm broken out there. I'm just doing a little line. And then I'm just going to go down. Just a little bit. Nothing too dramatic. Okay, for my cheek contour, feel for, okay, here's your jawline and here's your cheekbone. You want to go in the middle. And contouring is not a one-size-fits-all thing. It's not. Like, it's going to be different for everyone depending on what kind of face shape you have. If you have a rounder face, there are some really great guidelines for you, or a heart face. Just, you need to find out what kind of face shape you have and then go from there. This is it's a Morphe brush. It came in a kit. I'm not sure what kind it is. Ooh, blurry. Okay. And I'm just gonna blend this a little bit, just to give my face a little bit more chiseled look. I'm going to take this same brush and I'm going to go back, ooh, excuse me, I'm going to go back into this middle section here, blow off the extra product, and I'm just going to go over my forehead and up into my hairline with that, just to give a little bit of color, a little bit of bronzing. Okay, now I'm going to take, this is another Morphe brush. It came in the Morphe Contour Kit. This one's kind of slanted, so I'm gonna take this middle and darker shade and sort of mix them, and I'm just gonna very lightly go down the bridge of my nose. I don't know if you can see, there's just a very small line like that. I'm gonna do the other side. Okay. Alright, now to blend that, again, this was also in the Morphe contouring kit that sells as a set. And I'm just going to do up and down and little round strokes and bring that sort of down a little. You don't ever want to bring your contour up into the bridge of your nose. You just want to bring it down. Now, if I was going glam, I would do across here and I would make this harsher. And I am going to put just a tiny bit underneath my lip right here, just because I have to fake lips because I have a very thin top lip. My bottom lip's fuller. Okay, so there, that gives that little shadow to create the illusion of having a more full bottom lip. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my blush, and I'm going to use Makeup Geek Romance. Oh, that's not a good shot. Romance, which is really similar to NARS Orgasm, but here's Romance. Another one that I really like is Infatuation, which is just sort of like a bronzer, and this one, Spellbound, is really nice too if you want more of a natural everyday sort of look. But I'm going to go in with this Romance, which is kind of shimmery and peachy. I'm going to find that apple in my cheek, and I'm just going to bring that up my face because I want to make my face seem longer. Bring that up. And like, I mean, this is just such a light color. It's really hard to even see that you even have blush on, but you can tell. And bring that up just for a little glow. Okay, and now we are going to take, I'm going to use MAC Soft and Gentle. This is the Mineralize Skinfinish, and this is one of my favorite highlighters. Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop is probably my favorite highlighter ever, but since it's limited edition, I don't use it every day because it's going to be gone. Okay, but I'm going to take, this is the Hakuho-do, however you say it. Lori's gonna kill me on that one. I can't say it, but it's the new Hakuho-do brushes, the Sephora brand, and they are awesome. This is the highlighter brush. I'm just gonna take this up my cheekbone and just a little swift movement up here. And y'all, this brush is heaven. I wish I didn't butcher everything I try to pronounce. I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, really focusing on the tip of my nose because that's where the light hits and that's where I want my highlights to be. I'm going to take a little into my T-zone. Now, if you have the 11, as I've heard it called, where you have the 2 lines right here, don't go heavy on your T-zone with highlighter because it's really going to draw attention to that. Same with blemishes. If you have some like huge blemishes right there, which is such a popular spot to get them, be a little more careful. Okay, I'm gonna take this last little bit and I'm gonna put some on the, what's this called? This lip thing here. Put some right there. And if I was going to go glam with this, I would do right above my jawbone, like where I would put my lighter shade for my contour. But I'm not, so we just are not going to do that. Okay, next we're going to talk about Benefit Highbrow. This is the ultimate lazy girl highlighter for your eyebrows. I'm telling you, I use it all the time. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to run it along where I want that highlight to go, and I'm just going to blend a little bit with my finger. Okay, same thing goes for there. Use that, and that goes there. Okay, donezo. Now, last but not least, our lips. I'm going to use KVD Mother because it is so beautiful. So this is Kat Von D's liquid lipstick in Mother. This is such a good color. I haven't seen anyone it looks bad on yet. And a lot of people say it's drying. I don't think it's drying. I think it does just fine compared to all the other liquid lipsticks on the market. I think this one does great, and it's very light. Okay, here's where I have to kind of draw. Alright. Lips. Check. Final look complete. Ready to walk out the door. Hope y'all have a good day. Bye.